ever since this Hawk Tuah girl got popular.
Oh, you gotta give him that Hawk Tuah and spit on that thing.
I have been subconsciously, not realizing it, but I'm actually following her whole story. Some random TikTok or YouTube short led me to find out that she actually moved to LA off the back of this one joke that she made. I've seen a few videos at this point, and you probably have too, of this girl has now made a podcast called
What's one move in bed that makes a girl go crazy?
I really wanted to watch the trailer before this video. I haven't seen this trailer yet, so I'm really about to pull it up and watch it.
She's literally doing anything to stay relevant.
Does anyone actually give a f*** about her?
Why are we keeping this girl relevant?
Your 15 minutes are up.
Your joke was funny for 2 days. Stop.
Y'all really thought I was done? I'm just getting started, baby. What's one move in bed that makes a girl go crazy?
Let me guess. What's one move in bed that makes a girl go crazy?
I think it's that Hawk Tuah. I think the Hawk Tuah is the crazy move.
Check out my podcast every week, Talk Tuah, where I'm sitting down with the coolest guests and having actual conversations with them.
Bro, the coolest guests like Logan Paul and Jake Paul? Man, if these are the coolest guests you got on, I don't really want to watch. Like,
New episodes every week! Subscribe to that thing!
man, what is that man's hat? And what does it say? As you can see here, right here, the Talk to a podcast is officially up and running with 2 episodes under the belt. I'm just going to dissect episode 1 and then I'm going to come back to you. I didn't know that I was actually watching the second episode and not the first episode, so I'm going to be talking about this like it's the first episode, but it's actually the second episode. Well, this is a few hours later. I watched that first episode and let's just get into it.
Granny, listen to what I'm saying to you. I was like, spit on it.
Come on, why they gotta get grandma right at the beginning with that Hawk Tuah? So they start off the podcast with telling a story. The story that you would naturally think that they would tell in this podcast, which is the story of the Hawk Tuah interview. But like how it actually went.
The night it happens.
Okay.
We were all there. From your perspective.
Okay.
I don't want to hear her perspective anymore.
Yeah, I'm tired of saying it too, so y'all be my guest.
Okay.
And Haley actually says she doesn't want to tell the story of the interview, so she leaves it to her 3 friends on the swinging bench to tell the story of how she got famous. But not really, because she's just milking it. Oh my
Never once told us what the questions were.
Those were the last questions I was expecting to hear.
Me and you both, I was like, oh, what's your favorite color? Mine's red, you know?
Man, they're talking about favorite colors. Oh man, this shit boring as fuck.
Yeah, like I forgot about it. I was like, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
That is how everyone should have reacted to Hawk Tuah, because that shit wasn't like, huh, oh, that's funny. And then move on.
Hunter's my little blonde-headed, curly-headed cousin. He's my cousin, not my man. Get that right, please and thank you.
Hey man, that accent, it could be either one. Shit, bro. I'm glad you clarified. Yeah, and it wasn't until like 3 or 4 minutes after this that I realized that these girls were just hammered the whole fucking night that they did these interviews.
I don't remember. I was pretty damn drunk in that interview. I was like, I don't know. I was drinking those slushies all day. Me and you both were.
Yeah, I remember.
And the Hawk Tuah girl, Haley, is literally drinking right now. Like, she got a bottle in her hand, in her lap, and she's just sipping on that thing. And it's close to gone. Like, they're just sipping on that. So, these people may just be alcoholics that got famous.
When I told her, I had to explain it to her like 3 times. And she was like, I don't get it. And I was like, Granny, listen to what I'm saying to you. I was like, spit on it.
Why did we have to explain it to the grandma first? She's got this whole section where she's like explaining how her family members reacted to her fame. I keep putting fame in quotes because she is not famous, brother. And like, I'm saying this as somebody, like, it takes one to know one, bro. I'm not famous. I know your ass is not famous. At least not from that Hawk Tuah, but it seems like she's making a bag more or less. I just can't imagine the lives of the Hawk Tuah people being interesting enough for people to be like, yes, I need to know what happened to the Hawk Tuah girl after the interview and the whole night of the interview. But like, who cares, bro? It's the Hawk Tuah girl. Surprise, surprise, they were getting fucking blasted.
I was pretty damn drunk.
Oh, bro, and then she starts talking about this photo. She made this up, right? She made up this whole thing of...
Sure, Tussie.
She made up that word, right? But she talks about it in the video like people have been dying, like on the edge of their seat, just like, what about the...
Sure, Tussie.
And I looked up the picture and it's this. Bro, that's like a stretch, bro. That's like really a stretch.
Stop what you're doing right now. Now take your finger and head over to the App Store and download Better.
Oh my God, the hat is a sponsored. The hat is a sponsor given hat. Like it's for the game or it's for the whatever thing that I'm not gonna put a sponsor ad for. Who cares, bruh? It's the Hawk Tuah girl. I appreciate how this section is called Getting Drunk with Granny, but Granny doesn't actually get drunk, so kind of misleading section title.
Granny doesn't
Did you get
even.
married? When did I what?
What age were you when you got married?
I was 17 years old.
That's how they do it in fucking Tennessee, bro. Married at 17. Woo, and she is only 80. Woo, Granny. Granny was settled down. Granny didn't need to drink. Granny had her a man.
We have our local Taco Bell. This is my favorite place to eat. You could never offer me Taco Bell. I'm like, ew, no, I'm not in the mood for that. I'm always down for Taco Bell.
Hey, dude, I'm always down to violently shit my brains out at Taco Bell, man. Give me a Crunchwrap Supreme and I'll be...
Remember when they used to give us the trees at school?
Huh?
They didn't ever give y'all a tree.
Hell no, they didn't give us a tree. We were
Yeah.
poor in corners. Well, they wouldn't give us a fucking...
NPC ass dialogue. Shit. This is supposed to be a podcast. It's like filler conversation. This is like passing the time type of conversation. Like,
So, we're at our high school. We used to cheer out here.
I think this comes down to the root of it. Like, she's talking about her life and shit in this, but the reality is, nobody really asked for a Hawk Tuah life story. Like, especially if you're going off of what made you successful the first time, it was a one-off funny bit. Like, you gotta come up with another one-off funny bit if you're really trying to piggyback off your coattails of success or, like, keep going off of that same success that you had before. But right now, you're going into a whole uncharted area, and it's, I don't know, man. I feel like everyone wasn't built to talk in front of the camera. Of course I am. I can do anything. So, I guess I want to end off this video by saying, don't make this girl famous unless she actually makes something funny, because as of now, who cares, bruh? It's the hot.
Oh, you gotta give it better. Spit on that day. Oh, you gotta give it better. Spit on that day. Spit on that day.
Y'all from Tennessee, then shit. Y'all know what the word is.